Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel has introduced several different kind of game modes over the years, and I know I'm a little late. Okay, I'm really late to this one, but I did want to highlight it because it is sort of a unique game mode. So how I understand this game mode is that it only allows cards that are available in solo mode. Solo mode is a mode that Master Duel uses to kind of teach you the ropes of different archetype decks and such, and get new players give new players a better understanding of how Yu-Gi-Oh works. So I think this event is really nice to have because if you have someone who's new to the game and they've only really learned a deck or two in solo, it would be nice to actually be able to use that knowledge and to apply it against other players who will also be playing some of those same decks. Now, that doesn't mean that everything's going to be balanced. Obviously, people will find combinations and matchups that just go really crazy together, and they're all cards that are found in solo. But it also does give a chance to those who have learned, say, something like World Chalice really well, to actually stand more of a chance by not running into some of the meta cards that meta decks that you typically would. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into our first duel of the day. So I want to make at least 2 videos kind of highlighting this event and how it works and all. But for the first one, I wanted to use a deck that isn't listed as a full section in solo mode. I will show you guys that in probably the next video, that there are, I'm trying to think of how to say this. Also, I'm trying to think about which card I should play here. Go with this one. I mean, it's not staying on the field anyway. I'm gonna place that. But in solo mode, you'll be able to. Can I not summon? Oh, are these the same type? Oh, they are. I should have gone with Dinah. Okay. That's fine. That's not the mix. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Unfortunate, but we should be okay. But the Fur Hire archetype is not a deck that can be found with a full tutorial in solo mode. But the archetype is there for, I believe it's a special mission, if I'm not mistaken. If I can find it, I'll show you guys, probably at the end of the video. Am I okay with this? I'm okay with that, I guess. Okay, yeah, we'll be fine here. Yep, he's going to Pendulum Summon. So this game mode is honestly really interesting because a lot of the decks that I have run into, I have seen before because I've played through almost all of the solo missions. So I've seen just about everything in the solo decks at least once. So everything that's being played, it's nothing new to me. It's stuff that I've already learned about in the past, which is really great for, again, the new people coming into Master Duel. I can't tell you how hard it is to go into a new online competitive game and to have to deal with everyone knowing so much more than you do and never being able to, or feeling like you can never really make up that gap in knowledge, especially when it's a strategy game and not just a skill-based game. That to me makes an even bigger difference when it's when there's so much thought that goes into, so much thought can go into each and every deck that's made, and just having something to kind of, you know, guide you along at the start into becoming a better player is super important. Alright, so we're gonna use this. And then use its effects. What do we want to special summon? If I use that for monsters, okay, yeah. I could have gone with the dinosaur as well. I don't think he can pop stuff off of our field, if I'm not mistaken. That's a Dino Mist, so that protects his back row. I'm sorry guys, I felt like I was talking about something before, and then I had to like really lock in onto what they were doing. Does that make me nervous? A little bit. It's definitely a trap card of some sort. Is it a trap card that will hurt? That's the big question. Banish cards from your opponent's graveyard. It doesn't even have anything in the grave. Or higher monster in the graveyard. Alright, I'm gonna use this effect first because I think if I get rid of anything on the field, it'll be Messenger before anyone else. Imperm, interesting. Unfortunately for me, Imperm does last the entire turn. It's not like a an Ash Blossom that just cancels that one effect. And we'll go ahead and we'll get you out onto the field. I should have actually maybe waited to have used that card's effect. Yeah, I can't do that. Unfortunate. That would have been so good too. I'm just putting it there as more of like a block. If you tried to negate one of my other monsters, that would have been in the way, so it couldn't have done anything to me regardless. Target one face-up card on the field. I think that might actually be the move. Yeah. We have a few options of things that we can do. Fur Hire is pretty versatile. Use this, use its effect, and grab a spell trap. Or no, I think it's just a spell, right? No spell or trap. Which one do we want? Target one monster in the graveyard, special summon it. If I special summon this, I'll burn them a bunch. I contribute. You know what? I want to show off some cards in the deck that never get seen. People use Fur Hire, especially Rex. He's really popular. For starting the Fur Hire combo. And if you have them in like, depending on what you're running, you can summon him out and still go through your combo. If you have monsters that can be special summoned to the field, then Rex is a great choice. Yes, that's what I want. But yeah, Fur Hire just has so many different options. I'm sorry that it's taking me so long to kind of like move through these, but I think it's this one. We're gonna pop him off the field, and once return your turn, summon. Okay, making sure there's no like graveyard effect or anything. Get rid of those. I feel like I probably turn your hand or graveyard with a different original game. Did I mess that up? Okay, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was looking at it and I was like, oh, maybe. All right, and then we go from him into Fulgo. I want to. Yes. All right, I gotta speed up though. It's been a minute since I've played this deck, but like, I gotta wrap it up. Let's see. He pops, discard one card. No, that's not what I wanted. What do I have in my hand? It's not set on the field, so that effect doesn't technically work. Use this. Special summon. Put you in defense. Now okay. There is still something else I could do here. But I'm just not sure if it's... No. It's not worth it. It's not. Not the way I was thinking about it. We're gonna punch this. Use his effect to draw cards. He gets a special summon, which it should be in defense. Okay. Punchy punch. Which this card should protect it, right? And from here, we can set that. Oh, I am so sorry, my guy. Yep, I'm sorry. I'm running out of time. Ooh, what do we want to pop? I mean, we might as well aim for this. He's gonna use that to protect it. So that gets popped off the field. And, oh, no, he didn't. Really? I don't want to send that off yet. We'll end our turn. I am shocked. I should have set this card too. But we're looking pretty good at the moment. Did not mean for this to take as long as it did. I'm trying to get better at playing a bit faster. No, I don't need it. Ooh, okay, that was a good call then. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and end the game. And if something happens, we can... Well, no, that special summon's in defense. Never mind. I was about to say, yeah, we can summon this out and we'd still be okay. GG's. That was unfortunate for them, I think. Just kind of locked them out a bit. On to the next duel. I misspoke at the end of that last duel where I said that we locked him out. Definitely did not have him locked out. We did just like overwhelm his defense though. Dinomorphs, from what I've seen, they're really good at, if you're able to like poke at cards, they're good at stopping that. So when you have cards that can either destroy something on the field and they have good attack, or you can hit multiple targets, then that's when they struggle a bit. That's kind of what I was doing, is I was like poking but with like multiple cards. I had lots of different bodies on the field. I could keep cycling through them. So it gave me lots of little pokes. Which if I had a hand that was any less than what it was, I think he would have come back and beaten me. But it's only because his monsters didn't have a lot of protection and he couldn't negate. But that's part of the reason why this format is fairly decent. I haven't run into a lot of people running a lot of... what's the word I'm looking for? Both negates and certain floodgates, but they certainly do exist in solo mode. Plunder Raiders, I am shocked that no one's used those in this mode. Maybe people have. That might have been like when the event first started and they kind of got what they needed and they got out. Plunder Raiders, if you're a bit newer, I would recommend getting to learn those, because once you do, it goes so crazy. You can like steal opponents' monsters, you can pop things off the field, and like things are always cycling in and out of your hand. Everything in that deck, just about everything in the deck has a use. As I was playing through solo mode, trying to get through Plunder Raiders, going against the computer as it's also using the Plunder Raiders, it was an absolute nightmare. But once I got through it, I was like, this deck is insane. If I keep learning more and more about it, I'm sure that like I can play just about anything after that and it not seem that complicated. So there's lots of different things that you learn from playing in solo, and I recommend it if you're trying to start up in Master Duel. Even if you're someone who's played Yu-Gi-Oh for years, like, go drop into solo, you know, try out a few things that you think just look cool, look interesting, something new, because you're bound to find something in a new deck that you haven't seen before that you really like. And yeah, Master Duel has definitely done a... I won't say that it's the best job, but it's pretty good at making newer players feel welcome, while still paying like good attention to older players, people who have been playing the game for years, but they've been playing like dual monsters format, you know, where there are more like normal monsters with a few effect monsters sprinkled in. Mirror Force, you know, is like a busted card, Raigeki. I'm kind of rambling at this point because of the deck that they're playing. It tends to take a while. Even if you know the deck, there's still just like a lot of plays that go into it. Like looking at the all of these moves, and it's a solid deck, don't get me wrong, but like how I was talking about Plunder Raiders, and once you kind of learn that deck, you can go really crazy with it. It's not as... Plunder Raiders, in my opinion, is not as bad as... or doesn't take as long... Not bad. It doesn't take as long as Rika, but it can be just as devastating, if not more devastating. So as I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, you know, you're taking a while, but like that is how your deck operates. I'm glad that you're not able to pull off this combo with 2 cards, with 2 effects, because then that means, you know, I've only got those 2 chances to stop you. You have a combo that runs off of 2 cards. No. You have to use like 7, 8 cards for resources. 13 actually is what they use. Then yes, by all means, go ahead, go for it. Because that means that, you know, I have more opportunities to stop you. You need more cards to actually play through your combo. Like, there are only benefits. Only benefits here. Target plant monsters you control with card effects. Okay, that's not good. If your life points are higher than your opponent's, this card and any plant monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay. And then this one during your main phase, when a card or effect is activated. No. During your turn when you... Okay. I think this one has, yeah, during your opponent's turn when a card or effect is activated, you can detach one material of the same type. Spell trap from this card if you do. Okay, and then this one, you control... Once per turn, tribute. Okay. So let's go with this. Because we can't even set monsters. Like, we're locked out of that. We have a level 7 in our hand. And this Rookie for Hire requires a tribute. I think they have 2 effects in the grave. Oh no, just one from their hand. I thought the okay, yeah, Evil Thorn doesn't actually do something there. And then interesting. Well, this card, if it actually ends up staying on the field, will help us next turn. Set Iron Scrap and book. We'll set this as well. Go into battle. Main phase. Oh. Okay, so there's something that they can activate. Let's see, 2 face downs with Rika. Special summon monster from your grave. Interesting. Special summon one plant monster from your grave. This one is... Is he gonna pay 1,000? I think he's paying the 1,000. Oh, did he not? You actually activate it? He just flipped it? Didn't activate it? Okay, yeah, there's the activation. Really? Why gain life points? Oh, that's right. Nope, no need. It does stink to lose Iron Scrap. That might have actually come in really clutch. It has in the past. It's kind of just like a sillier card that when people have big monsters that can punch hard but can't destroy cards on the field, I know it saved me a time or two before. I couldn't pop Book of Moon there? I guess because of how the effect resolves. Oh no, I can't target monsters. That's right. For a split second I was like, yeah, something doesn't seem right there. Yeah, I forgot I can't target monsters here. That's unfortunate. What was I talking about before? I need like to start making myself a list of things I want to talk about during a video so that I don't keep losing track like this. I know I was talking about how solo is really nice for learning new formats, for new players, old players, just for gaining knowledge in the game. What else did I really want to talk about here? I know I mentioned Floodgates. I'm surprised that Plunder Raid, I haven't run into a single Plunder Raider. I don't plan on running that deck for this event. Although we could definitely do that for the following video about the event. We've got lots of different options for decks and such that we can play. It's not enough to kill. Which I'm surprised he's not. Really? I am slightly surprised that there wasn't more damage on board. I feel like typically people have more devastating level 4s to use. Let's see what happens. Even if they like negate this or stop it somehow, it doesn't really hinder us because we still draw a card and everything. Special summon from your hand. Okay. Alright, that's what he picked. Oh no, he picked to shuffle one back into the deck. What do we want? I feel like this is our only option here. Okay, and that's once per turn. He's already used that. This is catch. He's still got a face down. This can't do anything right now. I can't target his monsters, his plant monsters. And you can set directly. Is DNA surgery? I think DNA surgery is banned in this game mode. It might not be. I'd have to check that. Oh, I forgot about his graveyard. Ah, that was good. Mimic. That was good. Well played. Honestly, love the format. I am a little. Oh man, that was okay. Yeah, you got me. You got me. It is a little upsetting when when you get locked out like this, but that's what makes it so fun. Is, you know, as you play through solo and they form the deck for you, this is like going through, you know, solo again, but you can reform it yourself. That doesn't really make any sense, but you use the stuff that you learn from solo and you reform the deck to make it work better for you. And that's essentially what they did with this Rika deck that they're using. Is it follows all the same stuff that you would have picked up in solo, and then they sprinkled in, I think, a few cards that I don't remember. I don't remember them comboing as well in solo, like if all the cards were available together or if they were available in different battles. But either way, they played that deck really well. I'm actually like completely fine with losing to that. They weren't like cheap about it. They didn't, you know. Sometimes players, when they kind of lock out a field, they'll like let you live. Not that they expect for you to be able to do anything, but just to kind of, you know, they want you to surrender. If you guys wanted to see it, this is my deck list. Definitely have some cards that I think I would go back and change out, but for the sake of the event, I felt like keeping it fairly simple would show for hire the best in terms of what you guys want to add to it. I want my videos to kind of spark some imagination with you guys and give you the idea of, okay, this is how the base of the deck plays. And I sprinkle in my own thing here and there, you know, Book of Moon, Iron Scrap, Scarecrow. But like, I really want to, Winged Karibo. I want to show you guys that you can take the basis of a deck and expand upon it and create something that's really unique to you, or just, you know, something that you really want to, a certain combo you want to pull off. But just giving you a sense of this is how it kind of flows. I messed up some of the flows in this combo. I do apologize. In the, I believe it was in the first duel, there's a better combo I could have gone with, and you heard me say it, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna show off this card that doesn't get seen as often instead. So I could have had a different outcome for that. We still would have won, but it would have shown off what would have been considered more optimal for the deck, and that would be getting out Raphael. He's a great card. Gets a negate, free, basically a free negate. You have to discard a for hire card to the grave, but most cases, and in the case that I was in, I could have gotten him out on the field and have still been able to pull off the negate. There are some for hire cards that are good to drop anyways. I use it as a good way to get rid of some of my higher level cards if I am feeling like I'm not going to get a good chance to really use their effects, or I don't need their effects. Like Dyna, he's not one that you always need around, except for his attack. His big thing is banishing stuff from the grave and blocking monster attacks. Wiz Sage is good for healing, and I think she gets rid of what activates, negate spell and traps. That's a good negate, but like again, it's got the same cost as Raphael. I'm gonna say Raphael. But just, less attack, slightly different combo opportunity. He adds a card to your hand. Lots of different small things like that. But all in all, he would have been a better call for that. In the second duel, we just really didn't get a chance to do a whole lot. We got kind of not floodgated, but we got locked out. And that's okay, it happens. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't even know if this is gonna stay in the actual video, but if it does, I hope you guys enjoy small stuff like this, just getting a little bit of a breakdown of the deck and my thought of what we're gonna do, how we're gonna use it before we actually hop into a duel. But alright, I've been Coffee Bean, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.